paying tribute to an academic of distinction, a fierce social justice campaigner, and someone who has been described as a true South African patriot.
Brian was a visionary leader, a transformative leader, a humble servant of our country and the University of the Western Cape, a fighter for UWC's autonomy, who was passionate and committed to social justice, a builder of hope. He was engaged not only with UWC, but was engaged with communities around the Western Cape, particularly the marginalized, those that are marginalized by apartheid. He was internationally respected.
Professor Brian O Connell became rector at a time of crisis. Staff resignations, underfunding, and a possible merger with the neighbouring Peninsula Technikon. His fight to maintain the autonomy of UWC and his commitment to an improved academic and social landscape in South Africa has been described as a lasting legacy.
He was passionate about issues of social justice. I mean, he was well known for his HIV campaign. As one of my colleagues said inside, for a Roman Catholic to be advocating for the use of condoms, challenged him. But he believed in what he was doing, and we were really honoring a great man today. Someone that changed the face of this university, both literally through its expansion and its development, but also figuratively. He made staff and students proud to be members of this community, proud to call themselves UWs.
A humble leader with a vision to expand the university, O'Connell pushed for investment in new faculties and infrastructure. UWC now has a state-of-the-art life sciences and School of Public Health.
Always his heart was toward excellent education performance, enhancing quality, and really ending this legacy that apartheid left to us of poor quality, poor attitude, and inadequate belief in ourselves. He had a strong sense of the competence that lies within us all, and really was a person who encouraged everyone to do all that they can to do well.
International academics say under his leadership, the research collaboration flourished.
I think the legacy there is that today's world is of a global scale, and some of the issues which locally are tremendously important to tackle, you can only do so if you sort of bring the knowledge about them, if you consider the knowledge about them in a sort of globalized perspective, and look at how similar research is done in various places of the world. Exchange your notes, exchange your findings and your insights, and that's I think that's one of the legacies of Brian O Connell, to foster this kind of collaboration.
For family members, a loved and loving husband, father and grandfather.
I was really lucky to be raised by strong men, my dad and his brother Brian. And from my earliest memories of lifelong learning, reading and education, and of having to pay back and a duty to the society in which we live. It was never separate. Brian as the intellectual, Brian as the academic was never separate, I think, from Brian the family member.
As a former student in the 1960s, to eventually fighting to keep the university as an independent institution, O'Connell has been hailed for his role in building the university into an academic powerhouse on the African continent. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.